by my brother, the Honorable Atuforsin, on behalf of His Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama. Mr. Speaker, I have already described this budget as growthless and jobless. It does not offer hope to the people of Ghana. It does not offer hope to workers. It does not offer hope to teachers, not even to investors. The confidence levels in the economy is very low. And it is not we, the minority, who are saying it. Mr. Speaker, it is not the minority that is saying it. Whilst the government is in this house praising itself, investors out there are saying something different. Mr. Speaker, before the budget was presented, the government conducted 45 Treasury bill auctions, 45. And if you want to know, one of the measures to know the confidence in an economy, it is the market, how the market responds, how they patronize your investment, how they patronize your instrument, your debt instruments. And Mr. Speaker, I'm saying that 45 Treasury auctions conducted since January, 25 failed. If 55% of your Treasury auctions failed, what it means is that confidence in the management of the economy collapsed. Mr. Speaker, what is even intriguing is that 2 days after presenting the budget, a budget which is supposed to give good news to Ghanaians, a budget which is supposed to give good news to investors, 2 days after presenting the budget, the market rejected your debt instruments. Your Treasury bills suffered 30% rejection. That is a vote of no confidence in the economy by investors in this country. Mr. Speaker, when it comes to inflation numbers, the minister boasted that they achieved a single-digit inflation. Mr. Speaker, single-digit inflation is good for any economy. And this was why under the government of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we achieved, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, single-digit inflation is good. Under President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, we achieved single-digit in 2018, single-digit in 2019, 2 years running, Mr. Speaker. And this will be one of the longest periods of single-digit inflation in the history of Ghana. Mr. Speaker, so to achieve a single-digit inflation is really good for every economy. But when you unmax this single-digit inflation we have today, Mr. Speaker, you will see a troubling picture. Essential commodities, what we call essential commodities, basic commodities Ghanaians associate with. Mr. Speaker, if you look at inflation for those commodities within the inflation basket, the increase in prices are higher than what we saw in 2024. They are higher than what we saw in 2024. Mr. Speaker, according to data from the Ghana Statistical Service, and you can get that from their website, basic commodities like water, in September 2024, year on year, the inflation for water classified was 2.8%. Inflation by classification, year on year, 2.8%. September this year, September, Mr. Speaker, it was 3.6%. August was actually higher, 3.9%, August this year. Milk and eggs, September 2024, the rate of inflation year on year was 8.6%. September this year, 2025, Mr. Speaker, it is 20.1%. August was even higher, as high as 37%. Oil and fats, I'm talking about cooking oil, palm oil, groundnut oil. Mr. Speaker, September 2024, the inflation was 7%. Mr. Speaker, sadly, September this year, 2025, it was 44%. In August, it was actually 53%. Mr. Speaker, you can see this trend with fruits and nuts. You can see the same trend with coffee and coffee substitutes. You can see the same trend with cocoa drinks. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, behind this single-digit inflation they are boasting about is a real struggling economy, which is depriving people of decent livelihoods. Mr. Speaker, amidst these economic difficulties, the priorities of this government have shifted from the people. They are social democrats, but they've forgotten about the people. Their priority has shifted to buying jets and helicopters. The minister announced in presenting the budget that in 2026, they will purchase 2 executive jets, 4 helicopters, and a vessel. If they were to buy 2 helicopters to even replace those that were involved in accidents, I can understand. But 4 helicopters, at the time you are telling Ghanaians to sacrifice more. You gave workers 9%, and you are asking them to sacrifice more. Mr. Speaker, the minister did not give the cost of these jets they want to buy. But conservative estimates show that it will cost us $1.2 billion. Mr. Speaker, this is not a government that is concerned about the people. Workers are suffering, teachers are suffering, farmers in my constituency are suffering. Mr. Speaker, and then you want to use that money to buy helicopters and presidential jets. Mr. Speaker, the 2026 budget, when it comes to capital spending, the 2026 budget cannot produce growth. It cannot produce the jobs promised the people. Mr. Speaker, why do I say that? The 2026 budget proposes 3.6% of GDP for capital spending. This is higher than the 1.5% of GDP which was proposed in 2025. And the minister actually did 0.5% of GDP. But the 3.6% of GDP for 2026 is lower than the 4.6% of GDP we did in 2024. Mr. Speaker, generally, capital investment is low in Ghana, and it's not just with the NDC. It happened with us, even though our figure was higher. It happened with previous government. That is not good if we have to build the long-term sustainability of our economy. We need to be serious as a country to invest, to do more capital investment, because that is what will generate growth, that is what will generate the jobs. Mr. Speaker, having said this, the minister talked about stability, but I know that economic stability should drive growth. It should drive growth. Unfortunately, his estimate for growth for 2026 was put at 4.8%. Why? Mr. Speaker, when the economy has stabilized, you are projecting 4.8%. At the time you said the economy was criminally managed, the economy grew at 5.7%. And so I don't see this logic. An economy that is badly managed could grow at 5.7%, and an economy that is stabilized is projecting to grow at 4.8%. There is no macroeconomic theory that can support this framework. Mr. Speaker, therefore, this stability for me doesn't exist. It's stability on paper, it is cooked stability, because I see a significant disconnect between that stability and the struggling real economy of this country at this moment. Mr. Speaker, if we have to develop our country and grow jobs, we have to invest in capital investment. And therefore, I want to make a proposal to this government. I hope they will take it. That to be able to increase capital investment, we may have to introduce what we call the golden rule. The golden rule, as it pertains in Britain, that we will not borrow to consume anymore. We will not borrow for consumption. We will borrow to invest in capital investment so that we can generate growth to support job creation in the country. Mr. Speaker, this budget offers big promises, but the numbers behind the promises simply do not add up. Let's come to numbers with regards to revenue performance. Mr. Speaker, the 2025 revenue performance up to September 2025 shows that the system is struggling. The budget reports that by end September 2025, revenue and grants amounted to 154.9 billion Ghana cedis. This is equal to 11.1% of GDP. Mr. Speaker, but the full year target is 226 billion Ghana cedis, equivalent to 16% of GDP. So to hit this full year target, Mr. Speaker, Q4 alone must deliver 71 billion Ghana cedis, nearly 5% of GDP in one quarter. But let me break it down further, Mr. Speaker. Q1 will have to generate 32% of the entire year's revenue. Q4 will need to be 40% bigger than the average quarter so far. We must ask, what policy, what compliance breakthrough, what structural shift, or even what miracle can support such an extraordinary fourth quarter performance when you have not performed in the first 3 quarters of the year? Mr. Speaker, no explanation has been provided. This is not proper forecasting. This is wishful arithmetic. Mr. Speaker, the revenue measures in the 2026 budget itself are unrealistic and untested. Government wants Ghanaians to believe that they can raise 1.6 billion Ghana cedis from VAT compliance, 1.2 billion Ghana cedis from small taxpayers reforms, 1.68 billion Ghana cedis from removing 347 exemptions, 747 million Ghana cedis from corporate income tax, and recover 5.3 billion Ghana cedis while reorganizing levies and the VAT, what they call the VAT reforms. But, Mr. Speaker, these measures depend almost entirely on behavior change, administrative strength, GRA enforcement capacity, customs discipline, a taxpayer base still recovering from economic stress. But 2025 had these similar measures, and 2025 showed that the measures underperformed. If compliance gains could ensure that we address the revenue shortfall, it would have done it for us. Mr. Speaker, if removing import exemptions could have raised revenue, it would have done it for us this year. Unfortunately, these measures failed.